All right, hello, welcome back. I want to talk about the quotient rule. Again, is on the first test. It's one of our rules for doing derivatives. You can look in the book to see a proof. And the quotient rule says that if you have a function which you can write as a derivative of two functions, u and v, then the derivative is u prime v minus uv prime over v squared, where both u and v are both functions of x, and u prime and v prime refers to that first derivative with respect to x. So, to do an example, if I take my function as x plus 1 over x squared minus 4, then the first thing to realize is that u is your numerator, x plus 1, and u prime means derivative with respect to x, so we're going to get 1. V is x squared minus 4. Its derivative with respect to x will be 2x. So our formula, which is f prime is what we're looking for, is u prime v minus uv prime over v squared. So u prime is a 1, v is x squared minus 4. Subtract u, which is x plus 1, times our v prime, which is 2x. All of that will be over our v, which is x squared minus 4 squared. Okay, and just to make it clear as you watch through, the 1 is my u prime, there's my v, there's my u, there's my v prime. So what we now need to do is just do a little algebra and see if we can simplify that, which we can, because we can square out the top. There's never a need to square out the bottom. Usually, if anything, you want to leave it factor so that you can then cancel factors if it arises, that a common factor on top. So multiply through, we get x squared minus 4, and then we're going to minus 2x times x will be a minus 2x squared, and then minus 2x times 1 will just be a minus 2x. Gathering up our like terms, we're going to end up with a minus x squared, because we've got a x squared and a minus 2x squared, and then we've got a minus 2x, and we also have a minus 4. Now we could factor out a negative sign. With that factor, we'd have to use 4 and 1, which would give me 5 or 3, or I'd use 2 and 2, which would either give me 4 or 0. So I don't believe that'll factor. So I believe that's as simple as we can expect to make that one. So we'll leave that as our answer. So again, the product rule, you pick your u and v, take your derivatives of your u and v, and then the derivative of that combination u over v is given by this formula. You simply substitute in u prime v, u and v prime, do a little algebra, and simplify it down.